Can you tell us how in the real world, in the interview process, you assessed for curiosity and passion? What were the questions you were asking?
Yeah, of course. So and again, bumps and bruises, Chris, here. When I started interviewing people, when I started interviewing people, I looked at, I would Google top questions to ask a sales candidate or something like that. And inevitably on number one on every list is, make the candidate pitch you the product. Make them sell you your own software. See how they would do if they had to give an elevator pitch or be in a demo meeting with a prospect or whatever it is. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. And so I would do that for, a year or so and probably dozens of interviews. And I asked the question, I listened to the answers, and I was like, what did I just learn? Basically, all I learned was how good can you go to Clary.com, read a handful of pages, and then parrot back something that you learn. And yeah, okay, research is useful, and that may be cool, but it wasn't ever super revealing about the candidate. I didn't find that answer to be predictive of their success in my role or at our company. And so I totally shut down that line of questioning from my arsenal. And instead, I was like, I wonder what will happen if instead of asking them to pitch me my product, I'm going to ask them to pitch me their passion. And let's see what happens. And so instead of them talking about a technology that they don't know a ton about, and SDR candidates a lot of times are either new to technology or it's their first sales role in general, you're not going to get a lot from them when you ask them to pitch you the product. But if I ask you, Chris, like, tell me about the thing in life that when you're doing it, you lose track of time. Tell me about the thing in your life that you want to evangelize, that you tell your friends and family about, that you annoy them because you're talking so much about it. Like, talk to me about that. And their response is the same as your response now. Like, their eyes light up, the smile comes, they think about it for a second, and then they launch in to this diatribe about fitness or basketball or free will or whales or homemade ice cream. All of these things are real examples, by the way.
Yeah.
And we talk about those things. And I probe them and I ask questions and I follow up and I get them to unpack why this is such a meaningful thing in their life. And when those conversations go well, I think to myself, man, you just got excited about that. Now all I have to do is get you excited about my technology. And I'm confident that that passion that you bring to this area of your life can be translated into a business context and into an SDR sales context. And that's been the best predictor for me of somebody's potential future than pretty much anything else out there. How well do they communicate? How excited can they get about something? And how crisply can they articulate why that thing in their life is so meaningful to them? Now, the flip side of that is also true. If I ask somebody this question and they're unable to fire themselves up or they don't have that spark or they don't bring that energy, it's probably not the best fit for the role. So that's been a huge unlock for me. And it's gotten our team, our SDR teams that we've built to be wildly diverse in a really interesting and eclectic way. And I made the change many years ago, probably 7 or 8 years ago now. Never looked back.
Man, I could only hope as a candidate to have an interview with someone like you, where I think the interview would actually be very fun and spontaneous and authentic.